Hello everybody and welcome to today's class. Now what we're going to do today is just quickly go over some review material because we will have a midterm. That's right, we will have one, so don't worry. I'm going to explain everything that I can today, and hopefully when I've explained everything you'll understand everything and you won't be like the bears up here. You won't be like, study and your friends hitting you and you're getting all stressed. This quiz is going to be super easy. I hope so. Hopefully it's going to be easy for you. You're going to have no problems. Just try your best. And as I always say to you, don't stress, just try your best. Because you know it's going to be okay. I'm going to help you try to get the best score possible. So just practice. It's all you have to do is practice. In English we say practice makes perfect. And if we try our best, we're going to get the best score. So I'm going to go through the class today, quick review class, check your worksheet to try and practice. Finally, just explain about the test, and that's it for today. So the test or the exam is just a very simple quiz. So let's start. Now what we're going to do is most of this test is a practice of your memorizing of words. We had quite a few expressions in this test. We've had quite a few different, vocabulary words that we need to know. So on pages 5, 19, 24, 51, 56, 70, I've used those words, but the test is just about things that we've studied this semester. So everything on the test is something we've done. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to be like, oh, what? It's something new or something different. Not at all. It's all the same. Everything we've done, practicing, worksheets, it's just things that we've done already. So as you can see above me, there is some strange looking alphabet words or like just alphabet letters up there. And there is actually 7 different words or expressions that we have studied together. What I'd like you to do is to try to change the letters. Change them to make a word. So if you look carefully, you can see number 1. And you'll be like, number 1? And I'll be like, this one here, where my mouse is. And it says L-M-A-C. This is a word that we have studied in class time that I've changed the order of the letters. So what you want to do is you want to think about, how can I make this into a word that we've studied? Now this was a weather word that we studied, and I'd like you just to change it around to make a word. So on a windy day, like we have lots of wind, but on a day when there's no wind or it's very still, we can say it's very that's right, we can say it's very calm. C-A-L-M. So the idea is all of these 4 on here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 1, 2, 3 are expressions or words that we've studied. Now in today's class there is a worksheet. On the worksheet you want to go and practice the questions that are there. So don't worry, but go to the worksheet and try to write them down. Now in today's class I'm not going to give you all of the answers because we have a quiz or a test next week. So if I give you all of the answers, like everything perfect, there's no point in having a test or a quiz next week. So the quiz, the multiple choice quiz, is just very simple, just to make sure we write down the correct ones. So pause me now, go to the worksheet, and just do it. So go now. So you've been to the worksheet, you've written them down. I might tell you these at the end, or may not. It depends how I feel. But you want to make sure that you try your best. So let's go on to the next one. These are words and things that you need to know. We have talking, easy words, angry, feelings and emotions that we had on page 24. Pointing, and unpack, like suitcase, take it out. And all of these are things that we have studied in class time, and they're just to get to know. Then, like talking was just the present continuous, angry was the feelings, and unpack was about vacations. Next on, we had passport, so you need a passport or yokwon to go on holiday to get out of Korea. Excited, again, feelings. Barking, animal sounds. Take photos, again, vacations. All of these words you know and we've studied before. Sightseeing, you want to go sightseeing, looking at very famous things or attractions. Bored, maybe that's something you feel in a very terrible class. Not my class. Maybe it's this class and you're like, Frazer, it's so hard. But it's okay, we're just trying our best. Waving. Hi. Howie. Smiling. Like how I feel right now, I'm quite happy. Next on, confused. Okay. Like some students, they get confused. They don't know what to do. Embarrassed. Red face, very shy, because something went wrong. Maybe you fall over or you have a problem. Brave, somebody who's strong, someone who's brave. And smart, someone who has a good brain. They know what they're doing. Not me. And the last one, sitting, confident, you're sure. Pack, put into your bag. And the last one, hardworking. That's you, right? So as you can see, all of these words are very simple words, especially hardworking. And if you did a little bit of hard work, you'll be fine for this test. So just always practice, and then the test will become really easy. On page 8 in the wonderful book, you can see there is a bit of grammar, and the grammar is called the simple present. So the simple present is used in 2 places. The first one, simple present is used for things that are generally true, a fact. So the example said most Americans speak English. This is generally true. I speak English. It's true. You speak English. True. She, he speaks English. So a little bit different. So don't forget, when it's talking about different people, sometimes the verb needs an S. So for example, I speak English, but she speaks English. So in the present simple, or the simple present, however you want to say it, you just have to remember when it's another person, like a he or she, when we use the pronouns like this, or maybe a boy's name like Frazer, then you'd use speaks instead of just speak. I speak, she speaks, you speaks, like that. The other time that we can use it is for routine, or something that happens very often, or maybe it's something you do every day, so that's your routine. So if you think about getting up, I get up. Get up is the verb that we're using, to stand up, to get up. And it says, I get up at 7:30 a.m. So let's think about it. I get up at 7:30. She, that's right, gets up. So the idea is you just have to think about this. On your worksheet, there is a couple of sentences. I just want you to write out the answers. So always remember to try your best. So on your worksheet, just look at the questions, try to write a full sentence answer for the person or for you on there. So go to your worksheet, write it down. Let's go on to the next part. The next part is the present continuous. So remember, subject, we have the be form, and verb plus ing. And the present continuous is something that is happening or doing now. So I am reading a book right now. I am the subject. I, subject. The be form that connects with I, am. Reading, verb, read, plus ing. So the second one says, she is sleeping. He is sleeping. The next one, it says, they are playing. So all of these are talking about things that are happening now or kind of like these days. And it's very simple. So most of the time you can make a very easy sentence or questions using this. Now remember, there's many ways to make a question. But in this example today, I want you just to do two things. The first one is to talk about your family. What are they doing now? So you could say like, my sister is sleeping now. They are eating dinner right now. Perfect. So you'd make two sentences. And then it says, try to make two questions with are you. So, are you watching TV? Are you studying English? So you just have to write down four things. So on the bottom of your worksheet, you will write them down, two sentences for what your family are doing right now, and make two questions, are you? Okay? So what I'd like you to do is to pause me right now. We're perfect. Now on page number 24, it talked about expressing yourself. What are your feelings? How are you feeling? And there were some pictures and you had to match the words with the pictures. So maybe, no maybe. I know we already did this in class time. So you don't have to do that part, but you have to make sure that you know the meanings of them. Now, for example, maybe you feel thirsty. Like, yo, mogi marla. I need a drink. So you'd say, I am thirsty after my soccer game. That's how I feel. I am confused in Spanish class. Like, I don't understand. Help me. Frazer is hungry all the time. Yes, I am. I need some food. Next one. She gets angry at lunchtime. I get angry at lunchtime. I need food. So, as you can see here, these are ways to express how you're feeling your emotions. Now, sometimes students make a mistake, and this is just a normal point. Remember, Frazer is confident in English class. I think I can do it. No think. I know I can do it. So Frazer is confident in English class, but you have confidence in something. So I have confidence in English. I am confident in English class. So you have to be careful of like nouns and adjectives, making sure that you use the correct words at the right time. So you always have to be careful because sometimes people make a mistake. So for example, that TV show is boring. I am bored. Okay? If you said I am boring, remember you are no jam and you are jam. Remember, what I did was I made a just very simple word search. And on your worksheet, you can find the words, it's just some of them, not all of them. Just make sure you understand their meaning. If you understand the meaning, you're going to get a perfect score for this test. So, pause me now and get ready, okay? Next part, page 28. Now, this part was all about pronouns and object pronouns. Now, remember, in the sentence, we have a subject, the person or thing that is doing something. And we have the object, the person or thing that receives the action. On the list I'm on the wrong side. On the list on here, you can see it tells you the subject pronoun. So for example, I, you, like this. That list there is showing you how we would write the sentence with the subject being this. Now in the sentence later, we might re-talk about the object of the sentence. So, I hit you. You would be the object, right? But I'd never hit you. I love you all, okay? So sometimes you might say, so Frazer, so I hit you. Frazer hit me. Like that. So as you can see, depending on the person who's saying the sentence, we might change it a little bit. So we have a pronoun, the object pronoun. So I is me, you is you, he is him, she is her, it is it, we is us, you, they, them. So the idea is just to check to make sure that we know each one. Now, in class time, we did practice already from page 28, and and if you look carefully, you can see I've put on there to do page 28 and 198. Now, I know that we did 198 already, so you don't have to worry too much. You just have to make sure you understand. So make sure you follow page 198. Make sure you do page 28 now. So pause me now, and we're going to go through it. So get ready. So let's do the first one. You can see page 28. So if I get my textbook and I go to page number 28, ta-da, you can see it says, I speak English at school. I use something at home too. So I speak English. English is a thing. So in this case, it. So I speak English at school. Sometimes I use it at home too. Next one. I have to take the university entrance exam. That's a thing. Soon. I'm worried about it. You saw the answer already. Oh my god. It's all game over. Don't worry. Oh. Alright. You already know answer number 3, but let's go through the 2 parts. My cell phone is cool. My parents gave, so we'll talk about the cell phone, it to, and then we said my. So they gave it to me. But you knew the answer already. Next on, when I watch movies in English, I get confused. People talk fast. I can't understand people. So people, we're talking about the people, so people are plural, them. Next one. Do you understand this grammar point? I can explain, the grammar point is it to you. We are studying English. It can help us get a job in the future. Now, number 7 is the answer for you. So, who is your best friend? I don't know. I have no friend. I have no friends. I have no friends, so I'm putting a Frazer. Frazer is my best friend. I talk to him every day because it's a him or a her answer. It depends, right? So that's how we know. Page number 198, we already went through all the answers. So we already know all of them. So just check to make sure that you have them all. Now, you've checked that you have them all. Now, if you go to your worksheet, underneath the word search, you can see, you can see that there is another set of questions. Just try to fill in the blanks. Just practice. On the test, I'll give you something similar to what's on the worksheet, and you just have to put in the correct pronoun, subject or object pronouns at the right point, okay? So it should be super easy for you, so don't worry. Let's go on to the next part. Okay, and now we're on to the next part. The next part is but or so. This is conjunctions, putting sentences together. So if you look, but is used to contrast or talk about the difference or opposite. So it's cold but sunny in Vancouver today. Cold, sunny, they're different. We can use it to join the sentence, like it's cold in Boston, cold, but it's warm in Miami. So you can see they're different. Or is only for a choice. So is it warm or chilly today? Do you want hamburgers or fish and chips today? Fish and chips. And then the last ones, you can see there, we can go to class or we can go home. 2 different, very different options, this or this. So, well, as you can see, I'm in the way, so is used when we're resulting in something. So, it's raining, so class is cancelled. I'm happy, so let's go to dinner together. Okay? So we can use it both ways all the time. Now, on your worksheet, I put 3 sentences. 3 super easy sentences. So just pause me now, go through it, and you're perfect. Now the final part is on page number 75. We already did the simple past tense. So the simple past is talking about something that happened, finished in the past. So the idea is this is using the verbs that have told us something has happened already. Now most verbs, regular verbs, are finishing with ed or d or ied if it's got a y, and sometimes with another letter plus ed. So you'd be like, let's think of an easy example. So let's go for I studied English yesterday. So study, verb with a y, change ied. So studied, like this, super easy. So remember, negative answers always didn't plus the base form of the verb, because did, the auxiliary do, is in the past tense already. So I didn't study English yesterday. When we make a question, we always have did, then the person, then the verb. So did you study English yesterday? Like this. All of them are so easy, right? So if we go to page number 75, we can just go through the story. So pause me now, and we'll go through it now. It says, my hero. My hero is my grandmother. I admire her a lot. She is very smart and hardworking. At age 35, she started her own business. She owned a small store at first. She didn't know a lot about business, but she worked very hard and she learned. So I'm ahead of one. It's okay. Go back. Boop. Learned and learnt. So in American English they say learned. In British English we say learnt. But because of the sound, many people always think learned. I learnt. I learned. I learnt. It's like a soft T. So that's why many people say learned in American English, but in British English it's actually learnt. The next one, it says, in time her store B becomes was. So her store was successful. She hired 5 people. I also helped her in the summers. I learnt a lot about business from my grandmother. Now my grandmother is 74 years old. 2 years ago, she closed her store, but she is still busy. She travels and she sees her friends. She is a great woman. So I'm happy for his grandmother. She's great. Now, what I did was I made a couple of sentences on your worksheet. So let's go to the worksheet. So this time, all you have to do is fill in the sentences. Now, this is very similar to the test. A lot of these questions are very similar, okay? You just have to choose one word or fill in the blank very easily. So, see here, you just put in the correct form. He, by, then you have to think of the correct past tense form, simple past, for each one of these. Now, at the beginning of class, I gave you some words on the worksheet, and these are the actual words. So we had calm, when there's no wind; comfortable, for temperature; hometown, like where you're from, where you're born; subject, you know, you like studying some kind of class. The next one, it was buy a plane ticket, you know, it was one of the expressions from vacation. The next one, bored, interested in. All of these were on there. So, it's time to take a coffee break. Okay, and we're back, and it's time to go through the last part of today's class. Now, maybe you're like Finn and Jake over there, and you're like Frazer, just, you know, quiet down. But we're almost finished for today. I just want to go through what's going to be on the test. So, I'm just going to explain the test. Listen carefully, just I'll talk slowly, and then you'll be almost finished for today. So let's go through the final part. The test is on Monday, May 4th. And you're like, 대박. But I've decided to do it a week earlier in case we actually go back to school the following week. So I saw that, you know, originally the university had this week as the time, or, you know, like from Wednesday. but I'll change it to make it the Monday the 4th. We won't miss anything, and we'll take it in class time. So don't worry about 헐 대박 사건. Everything is okay. So just remember, we're gonna take the test from 9:30 till 11:20. So you can get up at 10 o'clock or 10:30 and take the test at that time. It's an open book test. That means you can check the textbook to help you with the grammar, to help you with the answers, to try and find something. You have a maximum time of 50 minutes to answer. So my worksheets this week, last week's, the ones before will help you. The textbooks will help you. The writing book will help you for some questions. Just try your best. Don't stress and worry. Just do your best, because you're a great student, and I know that we can't do it all together. And it's an open book test, so I'm hoping that everybody can get a great grade, and everybody can get, it's absolute grading. You can get A+ this semester. So try your best, work hard. Now this quiz will be on E-class, and that will be the same as we did like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So it's E-class on the exam section, and it will be there at the time. Go and take the test. Should be easy, so don't worry, okay? Just do your best. Remember, you can relax at home. You can take a break, you can sleep, you can, do it, easily, wear your pajamas, be super happy with everything. So it's on E-class. You'll have your computer, you'll just do some typing, answer the questions, multiple choice. Some of them are just simple multiple choice. Some of them you have to write a short answer. And then the last one, you have to write an essay, a short essay. So all semester we've been doing the writing book, and I've decided to use Unit 1. So I want you to tell me a story. So you will write a story, not like a cute story like him. Tell me a story, the most memorable time of your life. So you'd be like, Frazer, it was when I met IU, and I watched them sing, blah blah blah. No problem. But the idea is, it's going to be a story that you're writing for me. So that's going to be worth 10 points. So multiple choice and this one. Now, for the narratives part, I'm going to ask you to think about a memorable time in your life. Something that's easy for you to talk about, something good. I want to hear a happy story about you. Not memorable bad, it can be, but I would prefer memorable happy. So you want to talk about the best time of your life, the happiest time. That's the best things to write about, because we all want to hear about happy things. Frazer needs the 비켜. Oh, too high. Okay. So Frazer 비켜, and here I am. It was from page 28. There was the checklist. So the midterm exam question is going to be about the most memorable day in your life. So at the beginning, I need to know the topic of your story. So I need to know the topic sentence. Remember? 2 points. Topic sentence telling me what is the story and the emotion, the feeling of the story. So happy time, please. Next one. Who are the people in your story? You have to tell me some details. You can't just be like, it was Frazer and his best friend. That's not okay. You have to tell me some things like, oh, Frazer, my best friend from high school was Christopher. He was really tall and thin and handsome. Like that. Or you'd be like, I came to online class for YouTube and I saw Frazer for the first time and he was not handsome. So anything like that, but you have to give details. The next one, when and where did it happen? I need to know about these details to the story. So again, 2 points for this, like when, where, what kind of things were in there. The next point says what happened, how or why did it happen. Maybe it was a birthday party and you had a birthday party and it was in Seoul and it was a special occasion because your grandmother came and it was a really wonderful time together, like this kind of story. But you have to give me details about the event. You had chocolate birthday, like a chocolate birthday cake, and you drank beer for the first time, or you heard me speaking and you were like, wow. I'm kidding. Alright, and the last one, what did you learn from this event? You want to write a conclusion at the end and say about the event, what things you learned from this event, like what happened, why it was so great, you know, the memories that you had, like that. Now there's 10 points for this. I'll give you a point or two for each one, but if your writing is terrible and I can't understand anything, then obviously you'll lose some points. But if you write so that I can understand, even with a couple of spelling mistakes or small errors, it's okay. You have all week to prepare for this, to know what to write, so you should be perfect by next week. So don't stress, just do your best, alright? Now, usually in class time, I wouldn't say that so often. I would say go, 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 right? I would say other things, but because we're online, we haven't had a chance to really meet, so that's why. Remember, it's in class time. It's Monday morning, 9:30 to 11:20. Miss it, game over. How long do you have to take the test? That's wrong. Remember, you have 50 minutes. So you have 50 minutes to take the test. Don't be late. That's going to be the biggest thing. If you miss it, it's a problem. Now, things that you need for this test are very simple. Maybe you want to write something down on a paper, no problem. You're doing checking on the paper and then check the right answer, that's okay. It's a home test. You're smart. You can do practice while you're taking the test. You can write down the answer, check it, that's okay. You can look in your textbook. That's perfect too. Everything is okay for this test, but you need your brain to be smart. So you bring your brain, you look at your worksheets, you'll get a great score, and I know you can get a perfect score, okay? You can do this. As I always say to the students, don't worry. It's only things that we've studied this semester. There's nothing new. Like, I'm not gonna suddenly produce something we've not studied before or extra grammar. Read it carefully, then you can get it perfect. Don't miss the test. That's the biggest thing. If you miss the test, you'll get 0. There's no chance. So don't miss the test. Read the questions carefully. Just read everything carefully. If you look at the question, check it carefully, you'll find the right answer. Multiple choice, fill in the blanks. It should be easy. Bam. Good luck. I want you to all have good luck, and if you have any questions, just email me, ask me now. I'll make sure I can help you before the test. If you ask me Monday morning at 9:10, I'll try to get to you. But don't leave it to the last minute. I want to give you the biggest chance, the best chance for you to get the right, grade, the right score. Everything is perfect for us, okay? So don't worry. Have a lovely, lovely day. And just remember, problem? Ask me. Ask me. She's too cute, I can't do it right, but whatever. Now, once you've watched the YouTube video and filled in the worksheet, please send it to me on eClass so that I can check your attendance and give you any help. If you don't send it to me, no attendance. So I want you to send it by Friday, because if you send it by Friday, then I can do something about it. If there's an error, if there's a problem, I can help you. If you don't give it to me early enough, it's a problem. So you have until Friday to watch the YouTube video, just fill in the questions, that's it. The rest of the time, you can do the writing book or you can do other things. It doesn't matter. This week's class is short, so don't worry about it. Now, that's it for today. As I say, it's a short class, and I wish I could do a Nayeon and make her hard. Oh, it's similar? Hi? No? She's perfect. I'm not perfect. My arms are too big. My hands are too big, and it doesn't work. So I can't be as cute as her, so I'll bust out a heart, and I'll bust out a goodbye. Everybody, have a lovely day. If you have any questions, please let me know. So, take care. Bye-bye. Bye.